G'day Argy crew, hope you're having a fantastic day today and your family's happy and healthy. Alright, I'm taking a look at the lane keeping assist and lane warning assist features that are in the 1.50 beta testing update. That's a mouthful. Okay, so let's take a look at where it is first in the options. So there's two places in the options that you want to have a look at. Number one is the gameplay, and if you drag it down, you will find an extra drop down here that says lane assistant mode, and you have a choice of three things: to disable it completely, and if you roll your mouse over it, tells you all about that here. So the selection of lane assist modes. The lane departure warning mode audibly warns you when you're about to leave the lane. In addition to the audible warning, the lane keeping support, I suppose that's what it's supposed to say, also automatically steers your truck to keep it from leaving the lane. Both modes are only active at speeds above 55 kilometers an hour or 35 miles per hour. The lane assistant also considers your usage of the turn signals before engaging. Alright, so if you've got a turn signal on, it obviously will disengage because you're then going to cross the line to turn either left or right. So that's pretty self-explanatory. So this is, you can have just the lane departure warning or just the lane keeping support, but we want the lane keeping support. So we've got that. Now, if you go into controls and you go down to, where is it? Was it not controls? Sorry, keys and buttons. And you go down here to lane keeping assist and line assist. I'm guessing that lane keeping assist is the one that they talk about, and line assist is the line warning mode. It's not worded correctly here yet. So I'm guessing that's the lane warning assist, meaning that if you veer out of the lane, just put my false teeth back in. If you veer out of the lane, it will warn you. It won't actually take control. All right, so lane keeping takes control. Lane warning warns you, and that's all. And I don't see any other controls here to bind. Now I've bound them to the bracket functions or bracket keys on my keyboard, have them operate. So what we'll do is we'll get out of here and we'll jump into the truck. I have it near a highway. Let's do this first so we can see what we're doing. Change the time to daytime. And get rid of that. Need to build up a bit of air. That should be enough. Nope. Because I've been running into cars, I've probably damaged something. The reason I've been running into them is because I've been testing the lane assist on and off and see how it goes. Also, I don't have my head tracking turned on at the moment, so I've got to use the mouse. Don't worry about the gear changing, I'm just trying to go through them nice and quick to get on the highway to show you how this works. Alright, we're up to speed, good. Let's centralise everything. Alright, now, so there's nothing turned on. I don't think there's anything turned on. No, it is. Hang on, let me turn it off, because I left it on through the testing. This is the problem. You don't know when it's on and off. Well, I can't see anything anyway. If anybody knows where the indication is of whether it's on or off, please let me know. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to turn on lane warning, which is just the indicator. As you can see, when I go out of the lane, it indicates to me that I'm going out of the lane. before crossing the line. Alright, so that's the lane warning. As you can see, there's no steering assist. Alright, now I'll turn that off. Make sure it's off. Whoops. No, it's not off. Now it's off. That's weird, I had to press it twice. But anyway, it's probably a toggle. Right, now we should have lane assist. Unless I have to press it twice. Now we've got lane assist, I think. Yes, we do. But as you can see there, if you're on a sharp corner, it won't work. Okay. What's going on? It's not working at all now. Huh? You've got to press it twice, by the looks of it. It's a toggle. Unless I've got to hold it down. Alright, that should be on. Yeah, it's on. Now, see how, because that corner was fairly sharp, it broke the line and therefore it didn't work any longer. Let's see if we can get on a straight here and I'll show you. I'll just help it a little bit. Let it take over. Okay, as you can see, it is now steering itself. Now it'll go towards the center line and it should steer back. It's not working. What's going on? Like I say, not knowing whether it's on or off. Plus I'm not on a really good stretch of road here to show you it working, because I'm on sharp corners. Okay. Not working. Why not? Okay, it's working now. It must be a toggle switch or something, because I've had to press that button numerous times to get it to work. But as you can see, unless I drop the speed. Okay, discount everything that just happened. I think what had happened is I must have dropped below the speed that it operates on. So what we'll do, get around here on this straightaway, make sure that I maintain speed. I'll put cruise control on. As you can see now, it's steering itself. I won't touch anything. So it's doing micro corrections, keep it within the lane. And see how it's steering slightly on its own? I'll make it veer a bit so you can see it correcting. That's interesting. I was just wondering whether it worked just as well on the lighter concrete sections, which it does. Okay, we'll try and get it to steer off. See how it's correcting itself? You'll see the steering wheel's doing those micro adjustments on its own. So that's a lane keeping assist. But hopefully we'll come up to a bit of a corner. Yeah, there's one coming up. I won't touch anything, you'll see what I mean. So along this straight it will keep in its lane, no problems. So that works well. Now watch this corner. If it's too sharp, you should see what happens. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be too sharp. It'll break the line. Oh yeah, break the line. But because we're on dual lanes, yeah, so that came in too much of an angle. So if it's on too much of an angle on the corner, oh no, that's not working at all now. Oh, it's switched itself off. Yeah, if it breaks a line, it switches itself off, thinking obviously that you're turning a corner. Let's try something. I'll turn line assist, lane warning assist on as well. See what happens there. I've got both on now. I think I do. Again, like I say, there's no way to tell. Not that I'm aware of anyway. Switch that off. Yeah, it seems to be working fine. Now on this corner, we'll see what happens. It's not a sharp corner, so it should be alright. Yeah, it's fine. So I'm not touching anything. I'm not even accelerating. Got cruise control on, lane assist on, and lane warning on. I think I've got both of them on. Because again, no way of telling. That's one thing they need to do, is give us some sort of indication whether they're on or off. Now this does work inside or outside the vehicle, so if I go outside the vehicle it'll work, although on this corner it probably won't work. I'll break the line. Oh no, it worked. Excellent. So I did say in one of my previous videos that I didn't think it worked outside the vehicle when you're outside. So I stand corrected on that. It does work when you're outside the vehicle. Which is great, especially for when you're making, oh, that might break, no? Especially when you're making videos like I am, because I always tend to veer out of the lane, and I'll just jump back in because that engine is quite noisy. I do tend to break out of the lane when I'm doing videos from that angle and end up crashing. So this will be a boom for that. It'll help me in creating videos and whatnot. It's also great for long haul drives. You can sort of sit back and relax. But if you come up to a sharp corner, which we haven't yet, I was hoping we'd come up to one, so I could show you whether or not it would work with both implemented. And again, don't quote me on that, because they may not both be implemented, because there's no way for me to tell except for warnings and stuff, and yet they both give warnings. How's this corner? This corner's just a smooth one anyway. Well, I'll cut the video here, and when I come up to a sharp corner, I'll redo it so you can see it. Okay, this looks like it might be a sharp enough corner. We'll see if it crosses the line here. Yep. Whoa, there we go. So that shows you that it doesn't work on the sharp corners like that. Now, does it re-engage? No, it doesn't. No. Does it? Let's find out. No. Okay, so once you've crossed over and it's broken, you've got to re-engage it. So let's re-engage. Yeah, okay, that's re-engaged. Okay. Let's see if it definitely has. Well, it appears to have. Another sharp, yeah, it has re-engaged. I've had to re-engage it. So once it breaks a line, like that, it will probably disengage. Yeah, so it's not trying to correct. Let's see if it corrects here. No. Okay, so because it breaks a line, you have to re-engage it. Now I've re-engaged it. Yeah, so it's steering itself now. Let's try to cross the line. Yep. Now it should come back. Yep. That vibration is the ruts on the road. So I've got Daniel's random events on, which increases the sensitivity of, or the feedback, makes it more immersive. But as you can see on the less sharp corners, it works fine. This one it'll break. It's too sharp. Yep. Okay. because it just thinks you're turning a corner then. Oh, is it still engaged? No, it's not engaged. Okay, so you have to re-engage it. That didn't work. Re-engage. Oh. Oh. Okay, it's not re-engaging. Why not? Oh, re-engaged. Okay, it's a little bit hit and miss at the moment, but that's okay. But it's mainly because you can't see any indication on the dash. Let's see if you can. I'll turn it off. I'm looking on the dash. I can't see anything. What about on the nav? No, there's nothing on the nav that shows you on or off. So that's on. But the only way I can tell that it's on is when it actually works. It does what it's supposed to do. Okay, so my conclusions are on straightaways and on mild corners, it works great. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. But on corners like that where it's too sharp, you'll end up breaking the lane and therefore having an accident like we just did. So what we need, if it's to work absolutely perfect, okay, you've got to press the button a little bit longer. I was pressing it too short to get it to operate. Anyway, what we need is for the devs to maybe add a incremental adjustment to its sensitivity, so therefore if it's on sharper corners, we can increase the... That's good, it took that corner all right. We can increase the sensitivity so that it doesn't break the line and then is useless. So it'll probably break the line on this corner because it's too much of an angle you're coming in on. Yeah, so it broke the line, so now it's not working. So we go back, switch it back on, now it's working again. So yes, in conclusion, my thoughts. I think it's a great idea, especially for content creators. When you're filming outside the vehicle, this will prevent you from veering out of the lanes and hopefully make your videos look a little bit more slick. The other problem that, or the other boon or great thing about it is that on long haul driving, you can let the truck basically take over and do the driving for you on those big straightaways and mild corners. But unfortunately, when it comes to the sharper corners, you're going to lose control. You're going to have to take it, or it's going to lose control, so you're going to have to take control back yourself and then re-engage it. My suggestion is two things. The devs to create some sort of indication of when it's on. I know once it's working, you know it's on, but I still think you need an indication so you know whether it's on or off. That way you'll know if it's working properly or not, if you get what I mean. So if you've switched it on and it's not working properly, you won't know because you don't know whether or not you switched it on or not. You may just assume that it wasn't on, when in fact it was, but you don't know because you can't see that. There's no visual cue to let you know that it's on. So that's number one. Number two, it needs to have that adjustment so that, or maybe not, maybe it's not meant to do that, but my suggestion is maybe to do that, give it an adjustment so that if you do come up to those sharp corners, by adjusting it, it will take those corners a little bit better. And the fact that it does cancel itself out when you're using the indicator, that should be enough. So by including an adjustment, it makes it more useful. And the fact that you've already included that by putting your indicators on, it cancels out is a great choice as well. So yeah, I think it's good. It's not great, but I think it's good, and I think it has room for improvement, and it can only get better. So guys, yeah, if you did like the video, if it was helpful and explained it a bit better to you than what you can see on the forum and such, hopefully that's good, and that you'll like the video, Subscribe if you haven't already. Share it with your friends. And hopefully, if you did enjoy it, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.